Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the show. Before we get started, just wanted to remind you that you can find every episode of the podcast along with recipe videos, fitness tips, and more over at wise-eats.com. I'm also available on Instagram at WesWiseFitness and at facebook.com/wiseeatspodcast. You can also find me on Snapchat and Twitter. Head over to the website, get in touch if you'd like, and definitely sign up for my free newsletter, Wise Choice Nation. With that out of the way, let's get to today's episode where we're dishing up more fitness and nutrition tips to get you on your way to the best version of yourself. 10 years ago, I was 90 pounds overweight and addicted to junk food, drugs, and alcohol. Back then, I would see pictures of chiseled bodies and six-pack abs and think to myself, that's just not possible for me. But guess what? One day, I woke up and realized it was possible. And it's possible for you too. You just have to change your mindset. You're a human being with potential limited only to your own self-belief. If I can change my outlook on life, come from alcoholism, drug abuse, and obesity to achieve my best body ever, you can too. And there's not some magic formula, diet, or pill that's going to get you there either. It's education, hard work, determination, a little common sense, and wise choices. Speaking of wise choices, let's get to the show. It's time to wise up. Hey, why don't I just do this right in the sunlight? Game changer. Well, hello again, wise guys and gals, and welcome to episode 11 of the Wise Eats podcast. Summer is here. Finally, it is blazing hot outside. It's Michigan, and I am not complaining because the winters are long and cold, and I'm so thankful that that the weather has finally turned around here, and I've been enjoying it immensely. We had an amazing 4th of July. I hope you had an awesome 4th of July also. If you didn't get a chance to check out my 4th of July squat video with the fireworks and everything, it's on YouTube. Definitely check that out. America! Got some new recipes coming out I want to touch on. I also want to go over the exact workout program that I'm doing currently. I'm also started a new habit with my cell phone lately that I think you might be interested in hearing about because, man, we're all addicted to these phones these days. The whole reason I'm doing this show now is because cell phones exist. If cell phones didn't exist, podcasts wouldn't be blowing up the way they are. Social media is just insane. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But the first thing I want to do is check in with the former fat guy. Like I said, we just had 4th of July, and I wanted to see what Fat Wes was doing back in 2009. I was lazy, unmotivated, 90 pounds overweight. Today, I'm a lean, mean, cuisine-making machine, daddy-o. So it's time to dish up another edition of This Day in Diet History. We're going to take a look back at 4th of July, 2009. 10 years ago. So as you may or may not know, I have journaled every meal and every workout for the last 10 years, and I want to bring that history to life with this segment to get you some nutrition tips, hopefully a little bit of entertainment, and hopefully some motivation for you to improve your own health and fitness. So this period of time was 3 months into my 90-pound weight loss, and 4th of July was a rough week for me, clearly, because I drank alcohol 5 out of the 7 days on this particular week. For 4th of July that year, breakfast was some peanut butter crunch. Man, love that Captain Crunch back in the day. I would still smash a box of Captain Crunch if it was around, but that's why I don't buy it, because I can't be having that stuff around. It's too good. So I had the peanut butter crunch cereal with an apple, For lunch, I had macaroni and cheese. For dinner, pizza, cheeseburger, and some 4th of July snacks, whatever that was, bunch of processed garbage, and 2,000 calories worth of alcoholic beverages. Some other highlights for the week are pizza, beer, Tubby sub, breakfast sandwiches from McDonald's. Those were my go-to back then. Sausage biscuit, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Then they came along with them McGriddles. Oh, forget about it. Combine pancakes and sausage and eggs and cheese and all my favorite things into one. It's over. I'd have that at 3 o'clock in the morning after a party night. It was amazing. Also, Little Caesars, Taco Bell, Checkers. Checkers, the Big Buford. It used to be Rallies. Those are my favorites. So I hit like all my favorites in this week. And hey, it's a celebration. What are you going to do?
The celebration!
So this is just another prime example of how I would just crash diet and binge and then restrict myself and just yo-yo and crash diet. And I did that on my way to losing 90 pounds. But at the end of it, I was just sick and tired and skinny, but not fit in any or healthy in any kind of way. But fast forward 10 years to 4th of July of 2019, and it's a much different story. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm crushing it in the gym, making them gains. Oh, man, I sound like such a meathead. But anyway, for the 4th of July, for breakfast, I had scrambled eggs with broccoli, obviously some spices and stuff. Had that with the Wise Eats Power Oatmeal, which is one of the recipe videos I recently released. I'll get into that in a minute. Also had, for a quick snack, a handful of almonds and some raisins. We were about to head out the door to go swimming, and I just wanted something real quick just to grab before I went. After we went swimming, I had a turkey chili, which I'm going to be releasing a video for that very soon. That's a cool recipe. Had that with some brown rice pasta, broccoli, and some scrambled eggs, which probably sounds really weird, but it was actually pretty awesome. My next meal was a protein shake with frozen strawberry, frozen banana, and I also enjoyed some peanut butter with that. But like I said, this is kind of my version of a cheat meal. I'm throwing in peanut butter, a little extra fat, just a little bit more of the things that I like to eat normally. I'm just eating more of them. Going into dinner, we had some, we cooked here for, did some fireworks here in the backyard. Had some cast iron chicken breast with frozen cherries. Oh yeah, I had frozen cherries as a snack. And just pulled the bag of frozen cherries out of the freezer, just snacking on them. Just like low calorie, and they're so sweet and delicious. Also had some, skinny popcorn. That was probably the most junk foody thing that I probably had on that day. Skinny popcorn. We get it from Costco. It's kind of limited ingredient. I know popcorn's highly processed, but whatever. It's 4th of July, man. And then the last meal of the day was a chocolate banana protein shake. That's like a dessert shake. I threw some raisins in there, frozen banana ice, and peanut butter powder, chocolate protein, and blast off time. It's so freaking good. There you have it. A fully charged, delicious, energy-infused smoothie. So some other highlights for the week. There was really no major cheat meals that I had. I did enjoy some frozen custard at a local place by us called Wally's. If you're ever in Michigan and you're ever at 8 Mile and frickin' Harper, check out Wally's. It's awesome.
There's nothing wrong with an ice cream or something like that every now and again, or some sort of a dessert.
You know, I don't know, maybe to some people the diet talk is kind of boring, but personally I find it fascinating. I started this day in diet history because I've heard a lot of experts talk about what you should do and the things that you should be eating and whatnot, but I don't hear them always go over exactly what they're doing. And I want to lead by example and give something hopefully unique that dives into my exact routine and gives you a blueprint to follow, or at least a tip or two to take away from it and to improve your own life. You know, I think it's important for me to put this out there because 10 years ago, I was that guy I was showing up to work every day just hungover, feeling tired and horrible. And I mean, I was so bad. I was actually sleeping in the bathroom at work because I was like so exhausted. from my lifestyle, just eating junk all the time and drinking and not sleeping. So I used to not even care whether or not I lived or died. I would drink and smoke and party every single day with no thought towards my future. But now I want to live forever and feel great. I feel great every day. I want to live to 200 if I can. And I've lost a lot of loved ones over the years that didn't get to live their full life. You know, my brother passed away when he was 18. My mom died in her early 30s. My girlfriend Julie died when she was 23. My other brother John passed away when he was 43. You know, for all those that I've loved and lost, I owe them to live the best life I can because they didn't have a chance to. So that's one of my motivating factors. And living this lifestyle is it's one of my favorite things, and something I can't live without. I can't live without green vegetables and purified water and 8 hours of sleep a night. After I get that 8 hours and I wake up and I'm just charged out of bed like a madman, just ready to crush the day. I love that feeling. I love getting underneath a bar with heavy weight and just exploding up and it being heavier than the weight that I did last week. So I know I'm eating right. I know I'm recovering well. I know I'm getting stronger, and it's just addictive, and I love it. And I want everybody else to have that same gift. No more sitting on the couch and deep frying dinners and driving through drive-thrus and going through a pack of cigarettes a day. Forget all that junk. It's time to wise up, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the perfect time to do it because it's summertime. It's sunny outside, it's hot, and I hope everybody's getting out there and enjoying it because sunlight is crucial, and it's one of the best things that you can do for your body is to get some sunlight exposure. It boosts your mood, it helps you sleep, helps you fight depression. I mean, I know I am fully depressed when I don't get sunlight. Like I said, the winters in Michigan are cold and long, so you will not hear me complain about it being 90 plus degrees outside because I'll take that any day over 8 inches of snow on the ground, having a shovel and just being cold and in the, anyway, but it was not this way my whole life. Back in the day, I was pale white. I burned extremely easy, very quick. And over time, not until I got in shape, lost all the weight, and started exercising regularly, did I kind of start getting in the sun more and getting more used to it, and then eventually becoming to crave it and just be addicted. I worship the sun now. I work out in the sun. I started off doing kettlebell workouts in the sun. It was like a mind-blowing thing. The sun was out, and I just had my kettlebell, and I was like, well, dang, why don't I just do this right in the sunlight? Game changer. Now I'm dragging barbells out in the sun. If that sun is out, you will not find me in the gym. I'm dragging my weights out into the driveway, onto the deck. I'm doing all my stuff in the sun whenever possible. Anytime I can be in the sun, I'm in it. And I don't use sunscreen. Somebody's probably going to tell me that I'm an idiot, but I haven't had a sunburn in forever. I use coconut oil most of the time. I take breaks. If I get too hot, I'll come back in and go back out and just constantly laying out and just relaxing in the sun. I'll bring my laptop out. I'll do my notes and my writing and stuff like that in the sun. Just any opportunity I can. Go for walks, all that kind of thing. If the sun's out, I'm getting in it. So wanted to throw that out there. If you're not getting your sun exposure and you're not happy with your life right now, think about making some changes. Get in that sun and see what happens. You might be surprised.
Look at this. Does he do this all the time, continually working out?
Well, that's right. Continuous workout for him.
All right, Elizabeth. Very, very impressive. As is this man.
The next thing I wanted to talk about is my exact workout routine right now. Don't want to spend too much time, but I've mentioned before I'm doing Mike Matthews Beyond Bigger, Leaner, Stronger program. It's all compound lifts, the squat, deadlift, bench press, overhead press. And it's a cool program. It's fundamental. It's mostly for beginners. But it can be applied to anybody, really. So that's a great place to start if you're looking for a way to start a fitness routine. I've actually moved on. I did that for a full year. I just completed an entire year of that program, which is a long time. And it's time to switch it up. So I'm doing a couple of months of Beyond Bigger, Leaner, Stronger, which is a similar program, but it throws in some more high rep stuff. Bigger, Leaner, Stronger was just some like mostly 4 to 6 rep, very heavy weight. And Beyond Bigger, Leaner, Stronger throws in some 1 rep max sets and some power sets, which are 2 to 3 reps for your heavy weight. And then throws in some higher rep stuff. They call it sarcoplasmic sets, 10 to 12 reps. So it's lighter weight, get a lot more of a pump in your muscles. And it's cool. It's good to switch things up here and there because that's important to keep making progress. I mean, you can keep doing the same thing over and over, but you're going to end up plateauing at some point. So you do want to mix it up. And then after I switch to this, I'm thinking about doing the MAPS program, MAPS, and that's from the guys at Mind Pump. I like the idea of their program. I checked out a couple of videos from it. I think I'm going to do that one next. So that's what I got going on as far as workouts go. 5 days a week of weightlifting, and then the other days I'm just doing active recovery, foam rolling, walking, stretching, cardio. My cardio is mostly walking or kettlebell. Oh, speaking of kettlebells, I got kettlebell videos coming out in the next few weeks. I took some video of, I'll give you the exact routine that I do, and I'll be sharing the videos for that in the next couple of weeks.
Pure athlete, yeah, and I've been, maligned from the top to the bottom.
One more thing I wanted to touch on before the recipe of the week is my use of the cell phone. And, you know, I'm addicted to my dang cell phone just like everybody else is, but I wanted to offer a tip to not use it first thing in the morning. I have been doing that habitually for a very long time, and recently, instead of, I don't use it a lot first thing in the morning. Like I said, the first thing I do when I get up is drink water, I'm foam rolling, and trying to get ready for the day. You know, usually what I would do is turn my alarm off and throw a podcast on. And I don't really check my messages or my mail until later on in the morning. But I'm trying not to even do that. Turn my alarm off and just ignore the phone. Get up, journal every single day. I haven't missed a single day in over a couple of months now. Just a different type of journal, not just my diet journal. Just goals, work goals, life goals, personal goals. And I do foam rolling, some stretching first thing, get fully hydrated. And not until I've done all those things do I get on the phone, start checking messages and mail. Every day when I wake up, the very first thing I do is drink a tall glass of high-quality water. I don't look at my phone. I don't update my Facebook status. All right, with that said, let's get to the recipe of the week. Truly, I have 3 recipes of the week this week because I just recently released 3 new recipe videos on the website. So we had the Greek Yogurt Madness, the Peanut Butter Power Bombs, and the Gorilla Press Power Oatmeal. These are 3 recipes I have on a pretty regular basis. The Greek yogurt is something I'll have at the end of the night. The oatmeal is, usually first thing in the day, and that's always to fuel up for my heavy workouts. And if you've seen the videos, I hope you enjoyed them. They're centered around, they're pro wrestling themed. I grew up a big pro wrestling fan, and that's kind of the gimmick that I do with my recipe videos, some of them anyway. I focus these ones on Macho Man Randy Savage, the Ultimate Warrior, and Big Sexy Kevin Nash. I don't really watch wrestling anymore, but these are my heroes back in the day, and it's a little flair to add to the recipe, do something a little bit different. And I'm not making these because it's an exact recipe that you should follow every little ingredient. It's to kind of give you some ideas of, you can follow the recipes that way, but it's really to give you some ideas of different ingredients that maybe you should be using in your kitchen, things you've never heard of. You want to try to find them. I always shop on Amazon, Costco. Those are my 2 main places that I shop. But
Oh, yeah!
check out the new videos, like I said, every Wednesday. Those will be at wise-eats.com. They'll be on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube. So subscribe somewhere, preferably on YouTube. My heart is with YouTube. That's where I got all my videos. I love the video side of this. This is an audio podcast, but it's mostly a YouTube show, so definitely check it out.
Man, Wow, man, freaked out.
Hope you all had a good 4th of July. Ours was spectacular. Ton of sun, fireworks, just good times. And I really appreciate you guys checking out the show. And contact me, get me an email, or leave a comment somewhere. I'll see it somewhere. Except on the website. Don't leave comments on the website because there's a whole spam situation going on there. So if you left a comment on the website, I did not see it. But anyway, YouTube is a great way to get a hold of me. Facebook is okay. Email is best. So come holler at me. We're making wise choices, getting our stuff together, getting into summer shape, baby. Ooh, yeah, getting macho for summer, baby. So I hope you're enjoying the show. Take care. Make wise choices. And I wanted to see what Fat West was doing back in 2009. So we're gonna. Oh, bummer. I need a bigger production budget, people. Can somebody help me out? Struggling here. My skin, I think, is so used to it now. I'm just tan and looking good. And I got my what do they say, my hand in a lot of hats? I don't know. Whatever. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. What do we have for time? Holy moly, 30 minutes. All right.